Lockdowns, social distancing, and fear. I'm Dawan, and in this video you have people representing America, Britain, France, Italy, India, Dubai, China, and special performances of dancing and singing. And that's not all. There will also be moments from the Word of God and a special prayer at the end, an article, and another video as well. All for you, or for a special coronavirus program made for you, which is based on informality and personal experiences, but highly informative, where people share their stories, advice, and basically talk about the coronavirus and the entire situation that everyone is facing, with the end goal of inspiring you to not lose hope and to keep on fighting. So let's begin.
Hello, friends. A heartfelt greetings to every one of you watching this video. Well, for the past few days, we have to go through the lockdown and spend most of our times inside our homes because of the COVID-19 pandemic. Well, at the initial stage, things seems to be okay. But as days stretches by, and as we listened to the news on the media, on the situation here and in the other parts of the world, I believe that it has started to worry us. It has made our minds to be confused, and we are starting to get to be uncomfortable, and things are getting bored. And well, there are so many things that needs to be complained about. Well, at this time, I just wanted to convey a very important message to each and every one of us, each and every one of you watching this video. Well, friends, we have in front of us an uphill task that needs to be taken. And this task is the fight against this COVID-19 virus. Truly, it is not an easy task, as I said, but friends, I do personally believe that we can overcome it. Therefore, what we need in this fight against the COVID-19 virus, the most important thing is you, me, and each and every one of us. We need to take up responsibility, and the responsibility to come together, join hands together in the fight against COVID-19 virus. Friends, at this time, we cannot divide ourselves. We need to unite in this fight against this virus. Well, another thing is, as we stand together in unity to fight this virus, there is also one very important point that we need, and that is a positive mind. Friends, as we are engaged and as we come together to fight this virus, we need to be very positive. Our mind needs to be focused. And friends, at this time, I would say that yes, as we struggle in our fight, we will encounter obstacles, problems, but these should not hinder nor dishearten us. We should stay focused. We should be united. We should be positive. And friends, we should also look forward and see that in this fight we shall come out victoriously. Well, friends, as a Christian, I just wanted to share with you a verse from the Bible, Deuteronomy chapter 31, verses 6, where Moses told Joshua, as he undertake the leadership of the Israelites, to lead them towards Canaan. These beautiful words and encouraging words that Moses told Joshua was, be strong and courageous, do not fear, or be in dread of them, for it is the Lord your God who goes with you. He will not leave you nor forsake you. Friends, these words are so inspiring and so encouraging. And let these words inspire and encourage you and me and all of us in this fight against the COVID-19 virus. Well, in these past few weeks, I have come listening again to this beautiful song by Bob Marley, as he sings and he puts down the lyrics, which says, don't worry about a thing, because everything's gonna be all right. Well, friends, as we come together, we take up the challenge to fight together, to unite together, to be positive in our fight against this COVID-19 virus. Well, one thing that calls upon, that reminds us and that encourages us is we need to be strong, we need to be courage, and we need to stay focused and be positive, because everything's gonna be all right. Friends, with this, I thank you for sharing your valuable time with me, and may God bless you, and may God be upon you and your family. Thank you.
Hello, everybody. My name is Mike Maddox, and this is
Karen Maddox.
And we are from Fort Worth, Texas, and we are making a video to answer some questions and give our opinion. But before we go any further, we want to give a shout out to Dawan Karkonger. He lives in Shillong, India. It's in the northeast portion of India in the state of Meghalaya. He's a great guy, and you need to make sure you check out his videos. All right, so he wanted our opinion on how the coronavirus has impacted us. And so we're going to kind of talk through a few of the things. It's very informal, but at least you know a bit about who we are and where we're from. First of all, we began to hear about the coronavirus, or COVID-19. They call it by both names here in the States, probably about the 1st of February. And we heard about what was going on in China, and we weren't very concerned because it really hadn't come here yet. Slowly but surely, the virus began to come over here, and the first places that it was felt was in Washington, state of Washington, which is in the northwest corner of our country. And they had a lot of infections and deaths that resulted largely from nursing homes. Most recently, the worst place, the epicenter in America, is in New York City, where the most infections and deaths have taken place. And we all wore masks just to protect each other. To be honest, when family comes around, we don't give out a lot of hugs. We don't touch each other a lot. We might bump elbows. But we respect the fact that not only could we pass it along, we get something, but we don't want to pass it along. My mother's 86. And I wouldn't want her to get anything that I carried to her. So everybody's being conscious of this. But when you meet people, everybody used to always shake hands. It's not that way anymore. Shaking hands is a thing of the past.
And when you go to the grocery store, they've put tape in the aisles so that you don't get too close to people. They suggest that you stay 6 feet away from everyone. And if you don't have a mask, always cover your face if you sneeze or cough.
It's been a big surprise for us because we've never had anything this pervasive. You know, we had a bad couple of rounds of flu this year. But it was nothing like this. This is so contagious, and there's been so much media coverage. I think probably the media coverage has just gone crazy on this stuff all over the state. It's affected all the restaurants, all the meeting places, all the churches.
All the sporting events.
No sporting events, which for Dallas and Fort Worth area is big. You have the Dallas Cowboys, and baseball season starting up, and basketball season was winding down. They cancel all of these seasons, and nobody knows when they're going to come back. So it's really changed our lives quite a bit. It's changed our social lives. It's changed how we worship. It's changed how we are around family. But we are safe, and the Lord has helped us we've had good provision. We're Christians. We pray frequently. We know that the time we've had has been good for us building relationships with our families
and our neighbors.
And slowing down. In America, sometimes it's hard to slow down, and this has made everybody slow down and appreciate their friends and neighbors. The outbreak first happened, it spread quickly, and the governments began to put out a warning called stay in place, and that means that you could not hold church services. You couldn't gather in large gatherings. First, it was more than 500, and then they brought it down to 250, and then 50, and then now in some places it's as many as 10 people, which means it's affected the churches a great deal. Almost all of the churches have made the adjustment, are now having church outreach online and through a program called Zoom. You're probably aware of that. And in fact, Karen is a musician at our church, and she can tell you a little bit how that's affected the music at church.
Well, we've had some choir practice that we would normally have in person on Wednesday nights. We've had a few of those online with the Zoom application, and people can, talk all at the same time, or you can just have one person talking and the others listen, but people are adjusting very well to that. We recently had a project that we did for our Easter service where every choir person that would do it recorded themselves individually singing their part, and then downloaded all of the parts to the Dropbox, and then our engineer people at our church put all the parts together, plus the musicians, and I was one of those, and put this beautiful collection together for a song as if we were just all singing together. So it was really fun to do, and everybody really appreciated it because it made all the congregation feel like they were listening to the choir in person almost.
So they've been able to our IT people have been able to make adjustments with churches, and most churches that are doing well have not really seen a drop in their giving, and they've seen a lot more people tuning in than they had in actual attendees before. So they've responded and adjusted well. It's forced a lot of organizations, churches, businesses, and even families to begin to do things online they didn't think they could before. And of course, the program Zoom has helped a great deal. There's still some problems with Zoom, we understand, with security, but a lot of people are really using it heavily. Wash your hands frequently. Leave your hands into the hot water for 20 seconds. Use lots of hand sanitizer, although you can't even buy it in the store. It's way on back order on Amazon, and good luck trying to find it if you didn't have some.
And we have trouble finding toilet paper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's easing up a little bit.
Yeah.
And anyway, and then of course they're asking now. Dallas County has made the requirement now that everybody that goes to Dallas County, if they're out and about, they have to wear a mask. Have to. It's mandatory.
And that's the county next door to us, which is only, 25, 30 minutes from us.
Yeah.
But
our county has not required that yet.
But they've got more deaths and more activity than we do.
Yeah, they do. And let's see. Let's see. Homemade remedies. Do we have any homemade remedies on how to avoid it? We've had our family comes over. I just had a swearing in. I'm a contractor, but I'm also an attorney, and I was just sworn in yesterday, and we had to be careful about having too many people around. We had 10 people and that's the maximum in the county that you can meet.
All right, hi. My name's Steven. I've been asked by my good friend Dawan just to shoot a quick video here, my opinion, experience on COVID situation, and just kind of what I've seen and what I've encountered so far. So, actually, my first exposure to the virus was back in December. I was actually in China at the time for a work trip, and I work a lot with a lot of customers from China. We have factories there, so. It's something that was actually on my radar pretty early on, I think. Been tracking it and watching the spread and kind of, tracking the numbers. And, it really blew up in the U.S. around March timeframe. It's something that I don't think anybody really knew how to deal with at first, including the U.S. I think, you can have an opinion either way on, what the government response was. And there's probably some things we should have done better, with just having testing available and, locking down a little bit sooner and restricting travel and, et cetera. But again, it's something that hasn't happened in 100 years, right? I don't think anybody was ready for it in the world. So I think everybody's kind of doing their part to chip in, which is actually one of the, cool things to see in the silver lining. Just how, kind of society, humanity comes together in times like this. But, we've been very careful, wear a mask everywhere we go. And we have hand sanitizer, Lysol, spray, wipes, disinfectant, right? Wash our hands, whatever opportunity we get. And if we can't, we'll, just make sure we don't touch our face, right? Because that puts you at a pretty big risk too, right? So I think overall the thing that, just take it seriously, respect it, right? It's a real thing. It doesn't discriminate. It can affect you no matter what your rank in society is, no matter what your religion, your ethnicity, no matter what your background is, right? So it's real, and it you can be infected, you can be impacted. So just take it seriously. It doesn't mean you have to lock yourself in a bunker forever, but make sure you're distancing. Keep 5 to 6 feet between you and whoever else is around you. Stay home if you can. I know that's a hard part because there's the day-to-day tactical and things that you do to protect yourself, but then there's also a pretty big mental element and psychological element to it, right? I think we as people are programmed to be around the people that we love, right? Or even, people that we work with, or just we're social beings. So there's a certain part of a mental game that you have to play with yourself. A big part of that for us is just staying busy. We've kind of made ourselves a list of projects that we want to accomplish within our house, or we started watching a movie series like the Marvel series, right? I think it's just it's hard now because you don't have anything to look forward to necessarily socially. So you kind of have to compensate and make other things and other ways for things to look forward to, right? Whether that's video chatting friends, whether that's accomplishing a task, or, working, taking a walk, working out, whatever it may be. You kind of have to day to day continue to fill that void and find ways to stay busy and find ways to de-stress and have balance and find that peace, right? So, not sure if this was informative, not sure if it helped, but I guess overall the thing I would say is take it seriously. It is serious. Make sure that you're taking steps to protect yourself and to protect the ones that you love. And remember, it doesn't just impact you, it impacts those around you, and the people that you love and the people that may be more susceptible, to the virus if it infects them. So, again, I hope it helps. I appreciate the time. All right.
Hello, my name is Adrian Rhymes. I am doing this video as a request from Dwayne Conconor. He's asked some questions of me with regard to the current situation that I'm in. I'll tell you a bit about myself. I'm 52. I work in retail, selling school uniform to parents who send their students to private schools and a few state schools as well in the area. For the last 5 weeks I have been unable to work. The store was closed. All the stores that that are not needed. I mean, the schools are shut, so the school uniform is no longer needed right now. So any shop that was not needed was shut by the government, just to stop the spread of this terrible disease. The UK government right now has, I think, been very generous with companies like mine. The company is able to register for a government scheme where they retain their staff, and the government will pay the company's staff 80% of their wages, and they promise to do that for at least 3 months. 3 months is up at the end of May. I haven't received the first payment, which happens at the end of April. So the situation is, in the UK right now, we're on lockdown. Stay at home. Don't leave the house unless it's essential, and essential means going shopping for essentials or medicines, or you are a key worker. Key workers are part of the national health. If you are a truck driver, if you work in retail that's food-based, so supermarkets and the like, can still go to work. If you are on lockdown and unable to work from home, then you have to stay at home and remain there. You're allowed to go out for a walk for an hour currently. When this all started back in, say, January, when China was first started to suffer, I didn't think this was going to be much at all. I didn't think. I thought they would control it there, but since January, it's spread across the world. I can confirm that I think I had coronavirus, COVID-19. I got the cough and the temperature, and I isolated myself within the house for 14 days, didn't go anywhere. And the recovery from that was very slow. Although my temperature decreased, I found that I was very tired all the time. It's a worrying time. I personally haven't lost anybody, but there's things on the news about care homes, and my mum currently is not in a care home. She has her own flat within a community, but I worry about her. These are worrying times. I hope that the UK government have an exit strategy, but they haven't let us know. As far as my work goes, I don't think I'll be working at least until July. That's if we're allowed out. Stay at home, save lives, help the national health is our government's message to us. I hope this has been understandable, and I appreciate the opportunity to talk.
Hello guys, bonjour tout le monde. Okay, my name is Aurelia. I'm come from France, yeah. Sorry. So, let's start. My English is not perfect, so I pray that you will understand everything I say. Amen. So, we ask me, what do I do during the confinement? How I spend my time. So, how I spend my time. Some different things. Let's start by I already spent a lot of time at home. Like, I was living in China. I came back in France. So when I came back in France, I have no job, no school, nothing. So I was just at home. So it's like a confinement. It's like a confinement. Like, I'm not going outside and everything. So I'm already ready for a confinement. Like, when the confinement was on, I was like, it's okay. That's my life. So I can say I have experience in confinement. So I know the things that is wrong and the thing is good. Like, let's say that. So right now, during this confinement, I try to be productive. I like to do the things that I should done and I didn't done. Like, for example, the first week of my confinement, I was like looking TV. For those who have Netflix, I was on Netflix, Instagram. For those who use TikTok. So I was distracted and I slept so late, like maybe 3 a.m. and wake up in 1 p.m. Like, my life was totally no rules, like just sleep late and wake up late because I have no reason to wake up early. But the second week I said, stop. Like, I stopped myself. I very stopped myself. I'm like, oh, calm down. Darling, calm down. So I decided to wake up early for what? I will explain you. Like, I start to pray and say, okay, God, this is not what I want. This is not the thing. I don't want my confinement just looking TV, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. I don't want only do that, I want to do something more. I want to spend time with you because now I have no excuses. Like I say to all my friends, we have no excuses now. We can say, oh God, I'm so tired. Oh God, I have so many things to do. You have nothing to do. You're at home. So spend time with him. Spend time with God. So I decided to spend time with God and to wake up early. So I try to wake up between 7 and 8 a.m. At least 9, but I think 9 is late because if you wake up in 8, you will spend 1 hour praying, writing your dreams, stuff like that, reading the Bible, and after it's already 10. So 10 you take your breakfast, it's already 11, and like I don't know, tell me if you feel the same, but the time during this confinement going so fast. Like, you open your eyes, it's 9, you close your eyes, you open your eyes, it's 1 p.m. I'm like, where is going the time? Like, everything goes so fast. Even if you feel boring, like, it's already 1 a.m. Why you don't sleep? It's already 1 a.m. and you feel boring, so sleep. Like, I think the time is going so fast, and we need to manage our time. We need to use our time properly. It's for that then I try to discipline myself, and I try to wake up early and sleep early. Like, before, normally I sleep in 10 p.m. It was hard for me, but I tried. And max 11, like midnight, I'm sleeping. Because after I need to wake up in 7 or 8 a.m. and I'm so tired. I sleep late, so I will wake up late. Like when you are convincing yourself to be lazy. So no. This confinement, we need to use our time differently. Like, we need to spend time with God. Seriously. We have no excuses. Like, let's spend time with him. Like, if we are safe at home, let's thank him. Like, thank you, God, I'm safe at home. Like, me and my family, we're okay by the grace of God. So I'm like, okay, God, I will spend time with you, and I will try to just be in your love, in your embrace, and be with you and worship you. Let's just use our time properly. So I do that, and I start to cook too. I'm cooking a lot. Like, before the confinement, I buy a book of cooking, I don't know, and so now I turn the page, I'm like, yeah, this one, and I try to do it. So I do that. And now in France, then it's very nice. Like, we have so many Zoom meeting, I don't know the name, with my church. So we met 5 times by week, and it's so nice. I can see my pastor, I can see my friends and everything. That's very great. I think that's very great. Then Christian, we are active. We are just not like, oh, no church, so I stay at home. No, like we call each other. Like I called people on my church. I was like, hey, what's up? What are you doing? You know, like let's be alive. Not don't be dead. Like I'm bored. I'm bored in the house. Bored in the house. Oh, you know. You know, let's live, let's be alive. Our God is alive and we are alive, and this confinement will not kill us. And if we are alive, it's because we have a purpose, so let's use it, this purpose. And wake up early, try to wake up early. First thing you do, spend time with God, like seriously. Because you say, yes, I have nothing to do, I can spend time with God in 3 p.m. or whatever. Yes, but start in the beginning. And for example, me, I have 2 hours of prayer. Like, for example, in 2 p.m., whatever happened, I'm praying God. And in 7 a.m., whatever happened, I'm thanks God. You know, like try to put a schedule. I know some people don't like. The thing is, you need to manage your time and know your time. But I know some people, like my friends, like, oh no, I can't have time. Like I can put time with God is when I feel. If it's okay for you, it's okay for you, but you need to spend time with him. And for that, you need to be disciplined. So for the one who they are very disciplined, God bless you. Your life looks more easier than mine. But me, it's well different. I'm not disciplined. I'm lazy, first of all. I like my bed, and I like my TV, and I like my fridge. And those things in confinement is the only things I did before. Like bed, TV, fridge, bed, TV, fridge. Then I decided to stop everything. So now it's like bed, because at least I sleep. Spend time with God, spend time with my family. After, maybe we will look a movie all together, but after I will read the Bible, start to work on something. And don't be like the people in Instagram doing thousands of things. Now I'm painting, now I do sport, now I'm doing what? Just do what you want to do, and don't be too much busy. Even with the Christian meeting, I think start to have so much Christian meeting, like so much in YouTube. You have live in Zoom, we have youth group, we have so many conference, and I think you can just be overwhelmed and be in every conference, but don't spend time with God one by one, you know, by yourself. And this one can be very dangerous. So I'm like, I said, okay, God, I will try to do the one of my church and some of other church if some other friends invite me. Like, I will try to manage my time and not be busy and every day I have prayer group with this person. So yeah, this is what I try to do. Ta-da! This is what I'm doing for the confinement. Reading my Bible, writing prayers, spend time with my family, spend time in the kitchen, and enjoying myself. Oh yes, one thing very good after I let you guys is decorate your room. Like when the confinement started, I say, God, I'm not feel comfortable in my room. I don't feel in this space like I don't feel in this space. So I was like, okay, let's clean a bit. So I totally move. I cannot move a lot of things, but I move the things like here, my shoes, my clothing, my plants. All the things, my plants was there, I put here. You know, I move a lot of things, and I was like, ooh, this place, I want to pray in this place. I want to spend time on my bed. I want to spend time in my bedroom, you know. So this is a very good advice, I guess. Like when I clean my house and my bedroom, I feel like I want to spend time there. And notice that God loves you. And then I was read Exodus 12 verse 25, who God asked us to remember then what he did for us. So yes, I know right now is a hard time for some of us. It's a hard time. We don't know what's happening in our family, and so many people die. Like for example, in France, we have 25,000 people dead already, and this is sad. Like the coronavirus is not a joke, but let's remember what God did in our life. God did something for you. You know already that all the thing amazing he did. Like he did amazing thing. So let's remember that and have this confidence and this promise that he will do. He's done and he will do for sure. Because our God He's a perfect God. He's a good Father. So let's believe in Him and let's trust in Him and let's spend time with Him. Yes. So guys, bye-bye. God bless you.
Hi. Thank you, the one Cargongon, for giving me the chance for this interview. My name is Ariana and I am from Italy. And here are the questions that I received and I'm gonna answer. What has this disaster taught you? And what has it made you realize? It made me realize that there is nothing really necessary unless your health. That is really what you need. That is physical and mental. And you need to preserve it. Anything that you'd like to stress upon when it comes to how difficult it is for people to cope with this lockdown and isolating themselves from everyone. So it's hard when you live in a difficult situation, like when you have an abusive partner, or maybe when you're with parents that are not feeling well and it's really hard to stand them. That really puts you to the test. What I would suggest is try to meditate, try to empty your mind and focus on the future, on what you can do now and what you can do now to grow in a personal way, and as well in the future thinking that hopefully it will pass. It shall pass. Narrate us a story on your personal experience from the beginning of the pandemic till now. It was really surreal when it started. I work in an office of a multinational company, and there was this guy. We were all in a conference, and there was this guy telling us, now we want you to pick up 3 things, which are your headset, your computer, and the charger of your computer, and go home and stay home. And that was so surreal. It sounded like a sci-fi movie. And we are still working from home. I haven't gone outside my district since the 13th of March. As a result, I'm living with other people, but since these people were not asked to work in an office, they moved out. So my house is only partially occupied, and I haven't seen any of my friends since then. Only talking via Skype or through messages and things like that. But yeah, it's challenging, I would say so. Yeah, you're doing good to yourself, hopefully. Use this moment to grow personally. Use this moment. I subscribe new courses and I'm practicing a lot. I'm reading a lot. My health is much better because I am sleeping.
Hey guys, I'm Sakshi Sharma. Currently I'm in 4th year pursuing architecture from Mumbai. The main motive behind this video is to surround you guys with my personal experience in this lockdown due to novel coronavirus. This video has been recorded for Dawan. I was interning back in Mumbai when the first case broke out. Rumors spread like wildfires in the entire country. We did not know what the actual situation was like, so we religiously started following up news and social media for updates. Speaking of coronavirus, our Prime Minister Mr. Narendra Modi took initial precautionary steps in order to contain this virus. He imposed a lockdown with stringent rules and regulations, and quick implementations were taken place. School, colleges, offices, everything was closed. However, these attempts were just not enough to contain the transmission of stage 3. The biggest concern for everyone in the beginning was to purchase necessary items in bulk, irrespective of their high price. This period started reflecting the depression that took place in 1929 and lasted till 1930. There was a huge worldwide economic depression that took place. During that time, families had carefully planned their schedules for weeks and came up with meals and household necessities. It was very hard for everyone to cope up with this change, and people have seen their livelihood get affected and watched their earnings turn into a negligible level. Since every one of us was asked to stay at home, I learned a lot many things. I worked from home, I worked for home, and I worked in my home. Experimented new dishes, played new games, helped my mom cook, did the dishes, cleaned the house. Since I was working from home now, communication was really difficult, yet we managed via video call and phone calls to cope up with the situation. When I was working in my home, I realized that this lockdown had decreased distances amongst my family. As a routine now, my parents share their childhood memories, ups and downs in their lives with us every evening. And this has made me realize how little did I spend my time with my family. As an architecture student, I keep keen interest in environmental psychology. Reports have shown how Delhi's air quality has improved due to the lockdown, how rivers are naturally cleaning itself, and nature is once again showing its true colors, and it's healing. As a kid, I've often heard this phrase, not all heroes wear a cape. When I see doctors, nurses, policemen, and all those people who put their life in danger for us, I see a hero in all of them. We paid tribute by clapping hands on 22nd March 2020 to boost the morale of people who were working for us, putting their lives into danger. I still remember nobody wanted to stop. On 5th April 2020, we came out with diyas and lit candles. It had a sense of relaxation where I realized that my family and I are not alone in this situation. We all are facing it together. The one who is not following the rules and regulation of this lockdown and social distancing does not understand how privileged it is to be at home and be safe. There are people who are putting their life in danger for us. We should not take this for granted. Luckily, I'm in my home and my financial condition is good, but there are millions of laborers and homeless people who are facing this tribulation of everyday life. It is a chaotic situation for them. The government has taken an initiative of providing them with essential commodities for a period of 3 months. Many of my friends came out of their comfort zone to help them out. The privileged ones are also doing their best. Some are spreading positivity and awareness, while others are providing fund to PM CARES Fund. A worldwide appreciation in favor of our government is recognized by most of us for its precautionary steps taken before the widespread of novel coronavirus. Statistics show how this lockdown saved thousands of lives in India. Looking at all this makes me extremely proud to be born in a country like India, where everyone is trying to uplift another. The fight is not only just against the pandemic, but also the infodemic. I guess every one of us have come across few fake videos where we've seen the cure of coronavirus. Let's all be responsible enough to not share them and report them immediately. The entire world is in the phase of lockdown, which was not even in the case of World War II. This comparison gives us an idea about how difficult the situation is right now and how dangerous is our invisible enemy. Because this time we do not know where the virus exists to raise our arms against it. With government and public support, I think we all can face this pandemic together. The government has played its role. Now is the time for all of us to be very cautious in every step that we take. Let us be very cautious, practice social distancing to avoid this calamity. Stay home, stay safe. Jai Hind.
Hi guys, my name is Daniel. I've been requested to make a small video by my good friend Dawan Karkumar regarding the observation that and the experience that I've had regarding COVID-19. Initially, when we were still at work in office, the rumors started going on about lockdown and everything in Dubai. We really thought it's never gonna affect us because it's so far away. It started in China and we're so far away, it's not gonna affect us. However, it's really started to hit home when there were a few cases on our building itself, a few positive cases in fact. So as of making this video, Dubai is on total lockdown. Everything that we need, like food and everything, like food and basic necessities, they're being delivered. We're not going outside. So yeah, as of now, there's new cases every day, more than 500. So the total cases in Dubai alone is around 12,000. The Dubai health authorities, they're doing everything they can, I think, from what I can see, to stop the spread of this sickness or this disease. But there are new cases every day, so we're not really sure what to do. We have been, maintaining our social distancing and, wearing masks and gloves if we go and meet anybody else, which is seldom right now because, as I said, everything is on lockdown. Apart from that, it really started to hit home when, a few cases appeared on our building itself, and the Dubai health authorities, quarantined the building for few days for their sanitization or whatever. So we've been here at home, wanted to come back home, but all the airports and everything are closed. I was supposed to come back home by April 3rd, but due to this COVID-19, we're, let's not say stuck, but we're still here, waiting for better news to come from India and here itself. The holy month of Ramadan, which is in a few days, is coming in Dubai. So there are rumors that everything is going to be go back to normal, and people are going to be back to work and everything. So I hope everything goes well. As far as my experience, well, it's just new cases every day that are increasing. We're not really sure how, because everybody that I know is inside. They're not going out, they're not going anywhere else, they're just at home. But as of today as well, there are 549 new cases in Dubai. I'm not really sure how to deal with this, apart from the Dubai health authorities. They've given us a few guidelines of not going out, wearing masks, use hand sanitizers and everything, which I feel everybody is doing. So I hope everybody stays safe at home as well, and take care of themselves and their loved ones, and let's beat this together. Thanks.
Hi everyone, my name is Carmen. I'm from China, Hong Kong. I'm making this video trying to give you some advice of my experience of this virus situation. I hoped could help. And during the outbreak happens, it was during the Chinese New Year. It's supposed to be a very happy holiday to all Chinese people, but the outbreaks happen. So all of us just staying at home, don't go out, as government told us we must stay at home. And during the Chinese New Year, we need to go to visit our family, friends, but we don't even do this, not at all. We can't even get our parking money, and we listen to the government, just stay at home. The government, as everyone can see, that they're making miracles happen. They build a hospital in a week to helping some people who got the virus to stay in their hospital. And advice to everyone, just stay at home and wear a mask if you really need to go out. And there's another advice from my personal, if you're gonna flush the toilet, you gotta cover the toilet first, then you can flush, because it's easy to get virus from the bathroom. It's true. And I just finished work, and virus in China, when it happened, I wasn't in China actually, I was in Korea, and it was shock to everyone. Everyone's shocked because this is a new virus and nobody know how to control it, how to handle all these things. And at that time it's Chinese New Year. I'm on my vacation. I'm in Korea, and people just even people in Korea in the airport, they remind us put the mask on and be careful of everything. And the virus is gonna gone one day. Yeah, we need to find a way to handle all this. And yeah, don't eat the bat no more. This is how people saying how the virus happened. And also Chinese government, all the everyone's trying to find a way, figure out a way how to control the virus, how to make things better. And I can't answer this because who knows. But we have to tie together to fight with this virus, no matter where you're from, no matter who you are. As I'm in the elevator and people, they are putting the mask on and they know how to control everything in a really good way. So yeah. And recently one thing really happened in China, like at the beginning people, how they get racist, they just stay away from Asian people to Chinese people. Even some people, they're just Asians, they're not Chinese, and people just hate them and run away from them, and this is wrong. And after that, Europe get the outbreak, things happen again, then people they scared of all the European, but that is wrong. Hi everyone, I'm Carmen Wong and I'm doing this interview for The One, and I hope all the information I gave you guys could help. Thank you very much.
Hey guys, my name is Freddy. I'm from Burundi. Burundi is a country in the eastern part of Africa, and but currently I'm staying in China. I'm a student here, medical student in China, and I've been here for 5 years, and this is my 6th year. Yeah, and I just want to share about my experience here in China, and this video is for The One, so thank you. And okay, well, to start, so yeah, when the virus, when I heard first about the virus, that was around January. I think my school, they were closing, and then we started to hear about the virus and everything. I'm a student and I'm an intern at the hospital, so I was like, yeah, this is gonna pass, it's okay, soon this will go. But then after some time we started to hear cases here and there, and then people outside, they started to wear masks, just a few number of people. And after that, everything started to close, so we're like, yeah, this thing is becoming serious, So there were measures that were taken by the government, like transportation, places where many people, you find a lot of people there, they start to close and everything. So for me, personally, I was like, this, okay, even though it's like this, after a few days, few weeks, it's gonna go. But then days passed, and then the numbers of cases, started to increase, and then more places started to close. And I was like, wow, this thing is becoming serious. Every day, when I wake up, I'll check in the news. You see, today the numbers of cases has increased. The number of cases has increased. So that, brought a lot of panic, a lot of fear, and today, in China, they have managed to control the virus. There are a few cases here and there, but I just want to share, a little bit of the way, I managed to go through this time, because trust me, it was not easy. Even today, it's not easy. But if you keep a positive mind, which we all need in this, a positive mind, if you have and keep a positive mind, trust me, it's easier than the other way, like if you allow fear to take place. So first thing is, abide by the rules, abide by the rules. Keep social distancing, stay in the room, not in the room, stay inside the house. Don't go outside if you don't really have something that is urgent that you are going to do. If it's not an emergency, for your own sake, for the sake of your family and your friends, stay inside, stay inside, avoid to go outside. Second thing, wash your hands. The simple thing that they tell us to do: wash your hands. If you cough, you dab, okay? You cover your nose with, and then what else? Use the sanitizer. And even if you don't have it, just make sure you wash your hands in the house, when you come back home. And because trust me, it's not for others that you are doing it. I believe you don't want to die, so it's for yourself, and as you protect yourself, you are protecting others also. So yeah, that's the first thing. Second thing, think about others. Some of us, when we go to buy things, for example, we know that now there are very few places that are open, so we go there, we buy stuff. Don't go and buy everything, as if you are the only one. Think about those people who come after you. Even them, they need masks. Even them, they need sanitizers. Even them, they need to eat, So just let love lead, in everything you do. Think about others. And what else? Depression, I want to talk about depression and fear at the same time, because, we live in a society where it's easy to get access to information, you don't have to go buy a newspaper to read. We have everything on our phones. So there are people there who don't have nothing to do except just spreading rumors, fear, things that will cause fear. So remember, you cannot stop people from sending you all kind of messages, videos, and everything, but you can control what effect those things have on you. Because another virus that is more serious than the coronavirus is the virus of fear, and I've come to realize that there is too much fear going on with people, and that fear is caused by what we hear, what we see, so be positive. This gonna pass. It's not the first crisis we are facing. It's not the first crisis you are facing in your life. You've gone through a lot in the past, and I believe if you abide by the rules and do what is needed, you will also pass this one. But avoid fear, positive mind, okay, positive thinking. That's what we need, and encourage one another. Check on your friends, text them, call them, because some people are not used to stay alone, So I think this time where they are forced to be in the house, not going outside, it might be hard for them. So check on them, text them, and maintain a normal life. Exercise. Don't stay on bed. Leave your bed, because it will help your mind. It will help your mind to not think that it's always the same thing. And also, don't stay on your bed. Wake up on time. It's hard, but try to sleep on time. And I think the reason why, for me, at some point I will find myself sleeping. I sleep, and I'll tell myself I have nothing to do. But in reality, if you really think, there is a lot to do, new things to learn, because you see, time does not wait for any person. And after this, when all this is gone, life is going to be busy and you will not have this time. So I believe there are things that you can learn that will encourage, not encourage, that will build you up, So every day, train yourself, train your mind, do something something new, as this person said, introduce something to you every day that will help you tomorrow, So like, try to go on YouTube. One thing that I did, I tried to go on YouTube, find something to learn. Like for me, I'm very interested in music, so I tried to learn, for example, music production, how to do this, how to do that. So you can find something to learn, on YouTube or elsewhere, So do something. It will keep you from depression and thinking that is boring. Yeah, and one other thing I forgot is that, symptoms of coronavirus. You cough, you have difficulties in breathing, and then you have fever. And these are, symptoms that are common to other diseases, So sometimes you cough and someone next to you will cough, and then immediately, oh, coronavirus. It's not because someone is coughing. No discrimination, if someone is coughing, don't jump to the conclusion, oh, she or he has the virus, Different things can make someone cough, So if there is a need to go to the hospital, go to the hospital. If there is no need, please don't run there, because hospital, as I said, is another place where you can get the virus from, So, and also concerning discrimination, the virus does not have a nationality. So don't really, we all in this, because not only one type of people is dying because of the virus. Everyone can be infected. So I'll say, let's stand together as we fight this virus. No discrimination, no looking down on people. Keep the rules, and together we can win this battle. But please, whatever you see on social media, don't trust it. Okay, read everything they give you, but judge by yourself, because certain things, they don't even make sense, So use your brain to see what is true, what is not true, and in the end, stay positive. Okay, so thank you so much, and please subscribe. Okay, subscribe to this channel, and God bless you. Peace. Bye bye.
Hi, I am Nicanor Raptop Lingdo. I am from India, Meghalaya, from Shillong. I am currently in Guangzhou, China, and I'm studying in Southern Medical University. And I am originally from Khasi Hills. Kublai shibon episia barok basngap ekane ka video mo. But nga I kublai kumjo dawan ba ai kine galat kabu nga bangi oban share chpang kane ka jingpang coronavirus. But ngangai ba kane video kan lap pia ka met part mo ko kia. But kane video kan long kumjo ba kan long informative but kan long ba kan ai jing mentoy pi. The situation por ba kasdang ningkong mo kalong no situation ko por kasdang ban sapriang hu benai January jong news nem acara po indrei nga ngala banash pangane jingpang na do o acara kandai upanai December ye indrei nga kane jingpang kanang dan tang ha Wuhan de ni bana de ngarang mot bakade tang kane katai jingpang ba sian la I treatment mot la jam la ja indrei hak poi benai January yang iba ta jingpang kadang spread but ka iba kadang mix ni tayo kibrio kinang kem ta jingpang but kadang yat kisni por kibrio kisang baniap ang tang iba kala kam bakata ka jingpang kalong serious bakal makalong kabatriam mo ani hiu jingpang de habangi osmo ini ka news de barong lalong pa ngelong kindit ni long caught on the way dengan buan kita panik the buan kita beri kita sa chaneru kita sa chane for vacation amar bagade kapor vacation deh na do banai Januari kalau sedang vacation ni kita beri chane the buan kita beri kita temu ban sa vacation chaneru kila change the plans but kila lit pine would say the government would kala shim action ba sedang lockdown ni ki main cities ba buan ki Jakarta ba sapriang kambun uni Jingpang the por benang sedang ni kong kalau long chaos kalau buan ki jing klumar Chinese time mau beri tip kuno ban le kuno protect kuno prevent ya ban light ni Jingpang the Henry ban compare ni tu kapor but ni kapor momentum ke sarkar kala trisi kade mau ban penbiang ban pentikena ban de la kam ni Jingpang de kali amno yang ki students ki bahasa seni ki mender bang tip anga ba ki kesen ni ki forms ki bengi hapengin film malah kesni bengin update ki information kumnong isno adang isno treatment adang idon ki sign symptoms adang isno kumnong so bangim isno biang kamet ni hapengin report lengba ki forms te ki forms like la process lengba ka school syaki officials and governments ki ya prang te rang tap rai don mno wasmo ba ki don ki sign symptoms ki take quick actions but ban ki alam ki directly syaki hospitals ban yo the ki jing treatments ki badai te ngai bakalala ban te la kam shika de da ba penmi ki rules regulations itu ki strict kanang bangi ru ngim yo bangin ngin lechne setai klem ki mas kata kala make sure but barok ki jaka public bang shom ngin room ki dukan ki bahe ne ban room ki schools ne kino ki jaka ki bahe ki labo ya ki checkpoints ban check temperature jongi de ngai bakala le skade berkabat ka result mata kala te la kam shisha ki home remedies anom ki home remedies te baning kong te ba don kam tam kong san tam de ban dium shibon namar da pdium kan ni kaya rap tang nang ni Jingpang dre na bon ba Jingpang pada na kam ki bala ban don na kamet jongi de baar bam kiso especially ki vitamin C ada pem dan yo so menta take supplements vitamin C supplements and make sure but pi le code but pi but pi shet pai kabam ba pi shet kung unong kasi ba dan chani dari China ke mga kwa bangan ai jingmot le me pi bangan ai ya pi ki para nong Shillong jongi ma kade gani ba ningkong what panic what septiang namar ba panic wedding septiang kanong wanra ire uso obiang no babang namar ba bun sian di panic p end up p tension p end up being in depression de ba pang ong what can sting but ya kan ni Jingpang namar bun kum nangi rikin ong ba kan ni Jingpang kan poi sanga de sale engan le chabar ngan ya mas en wale kini marla sha da kau da kumlur kumno ko poi Jingpang ber sa ong na dan ong pi what can sting ni Jingpang the what can sting da ba bon iki rule ki an ba sarkar kari India ka pengmi de da ba shong ala yang khapor bari ban shong la yang bo ka distance na we brio ba pi mi chabar deng ki mas de ka po yang sat ba ki ti de pla wan na bar ru ti ki jan phong chabar wat phong ni ti ki ju ki jan pen thia and da liang da sat ti ki jan but what use ki public toilets ru persiang terbala ban use public toilets but manong no what re la da pismo wa pi don ki sign ki symptoms jong ni pismo treatment ne pismo pi dan jerho ne pi dap sadem what tien re marmar lech hospital lech ban treat ya la de ban check ya la de la pi dan pun dan Jingpang namar ba pian berkat lem la da pi dan ni ki symptoms pi bo hakajing mai ki bayi yang asam jong pi ba ki brio ki parlok ki ba jong pi ma te ba khadu ba ka ba koridor tam kare ba ngi kum ki nong Shillong ngi ba ju belai don ba kier pa dai ni te ke kan ja thala kan ba jing tip ko jong u te ka tang ni kilomet Ada kan ka jing pang ko ya gari kasi jongi iri kasi jongi barit bang dabiang ki tiar gitar jing sumar ma ringi pet compare bat ki ri bahe ang United States Italy pet ki ri bahe ki mla bat la kam ni jing pang de iri kasi jongi li akan ukur ko mila ke ban le ringi nget ikirmen ba uple punda pun biang jing kam jongi baro de kum ju ngi ron ne kapat pengin play kum ki brio ngi de ban sumar le mi we ngi de perkhat le mi we ngi de manong ki pakap na bangin lech ki dukan thiet lut ki tissue thiet lut ki sanitizers ba ki wei par ki mi yo chu ban thiet maram dan show de kanan to yu la ngi yo sanitizers ni protect la de henry u ni bet ki jing pang pan na wei brio no mar bo dan mas dan sanitizer show mar barola pila thiet lut pi de wa long ki pakam nap de tar ko and then ha ju por pe ka ni ru as kapor pa pi yo pen shong pen ya lum lang kum shi yang ki sen mi ba yang pen yo ini ben kam mi por pen spend time lang as family time no marai ki we por pon gidan na ki jong ki kam we tre sha we with school sha we gidan ka jong kam ni dan por ni shong lang mo ka ni ki por ni shong lang ni ya ni yo ni spend time lang as a family kum jo de take care watch it dear.
Hi everyone, my name is Grace Mary, and this small lyrical dance clip is a contribution for Dawan Kakungor's video as a tribute and a ray of hope for the healthcare workers and the people that are suffering from the COVID-19 pandemic at the moment, and that there is hope, there is light, and we shouldn't lose it. We should spread more positivity and more strength to those in need. Thank you.
So on a side note, I would like to, as a request from Dawan, I would like to present you a little something. It's a song that tells us that how, no matter how different we are, we come from different places, from different parts of the world, we are all part of the same family, and together if we can join hands and sing, we can make each other feel better and make the world a better place. So I hope you like this. This one is called One Song. Far across the ocean, from sea to shining sea, different kinds of people sing a sweet harmony. Take a look around you, think about what you see. We can live together, side by side, you and me. One song that the whole world can sing, one voice that together will bring, one hope that above everything, the whole world can sing one song. Everyone's a brother or a sister that you meet. We are all one family, living on the same street. So let's sing together a song with beautiful sound. All the music that we made will spread love all around. One song that the whole world can sing, one voice that together will bring, one hope that above everything the whole world can sing. One song, one song that the whole world can sing, one voice that together will bring, one hope that above everything the whole world can sing. One song the whole world can sing, one song.
And now let us pray. Dear God, Heavenly Father, we thank you for your goodness and your love towards us. We thank you for your generous provision and for your presence in our lives amidst this very difficult time which all of us in the entire world is going through. We thank you that in the midst of these difficulties, there are people that would encourage us with their creative efforts. We thank you, dear God, for all those behind the making of this video, those who have contributed their time and efforts, their songs, their stories, and their prayers, dear God. May they make a difference to all of us that watch this video. We ask for your blessings, dear God, upon our frontliners, our doctors, our nurses, technicians, and those that supply us with medicines. We pray, dear God, for those in the police forces and in the armed forces who are helping to maintain social discipline. We pray, dear God, for those that supply us with our material needs and those in the banks that supply us with our financial necessities. We ask that you'll bless those in government, dear God, in the various branches that deal with the public and help with us through this difficult time. Oh Lord, may your blessings be upon them. We pray, dear God, for all those that are participating in this video by watching and by sharing it with their friends. And we ask, oh God, that this will be a blessing for them, not only in watching, but also in sharing with people, that lives may be touched and that people's hearts may be changed. We pray, dear God, that we will be able to reach out to others in need, to care for them, and to share with all the blessings that you have provided for us. Thank you, dear God, at this very difficult time, that we see this human spirit that you've placed within us, that is truly divine in origin, that we can reach out to others and share whatever we have in order to make a difference in their lives. Thank you so much, dear God, for hearing our prayer. Please forgive us our sins and please renew our lives. For all this we ask, we pray, we receive. In Jesus' precious name.